Boy, are you good? Are you good? Boy, you a whole dumped up, man.
Dude. That was our first TikTok video together. As you can see by the title of the video, I didn't put out no Twitter thing, post or Instagram, because I don't do that, to be honest. I'm making this because, some of you guys already know about Gunner. A lot of you guys do, but I lost them last Saturday when I came back from out of town. I don't even know how to start this. Before I went out of town, everything was good. He was running around. One thing about Gunner, when he see me, he goes crazy. Jumping up on me, all like that. And he was doing all that before I left. Running around, playing with his toys and everything. And went out of town. And I said around Thursday, the family noticed something funny about him, that he wasn't doing his, he wasn't eating, he wasn't playing with his toys and none of that. So when I got back Friday, I just knew he was gonna be happy to see me. He was gonna jump up on me and everything was gonna be good. But when he saw me, he looked at me and he walked over to me slow, and he did jump up on me, but not like he usually does. Not like he usually does. Not like he usually do. And I didn't really think of it. I just knew okay, something's wrong. But I waited till the next morning, to see. I waited till the next morning to see, if he was gonna be feeling a little better. And went out there, see if he was gonna jump on me like he always do, and see if he was gonna go crazy like he always do. And he didn't. He did the same thing he did that Friday. He walked over to me, but this time he didn't jump on me at all. Gave him some water. This is how I knew something was really wrong. I gave him some water, and as soon as he drank the water, he just laid down. And as soon as he laid down, he started breathing funny, like he can breathe, but it was like the breathing was just weird. And that's when I said, okay, I'm finna take him to the hospital, the emergency room. We get up there. As soon as they took him back there, not even 2 minutes, they said he had fluid in his lungs and in his stomach. I'm thinking like, I don't even know. I didn't even know what to think. I was just like, wow. So So they run some tests, and you know, saying it can be cancer, something dealing with his liver, something about protein that's, you know, that, you know, something about losing protein that's, you know, kind of something in his breed that, you know, is common. He was a miniature schnauzer, and so that's something in his breed that was like common or whatever. Telling me how much it cost and all like that. And he asked me did I want to go see him. And before I get into that, I want to give a big thank you to Corey. And you did something that I can't even put into words right now for what you did for me. But all I can say, man, just thank you so much for being there for me. So it's wifey, she's been there for me because I've been around the house. She called me a couple times, you know, just bawling out. She's been there for me constantly, you know, checking up on me and all like that. And I want to thank those two so much for being there for me during this time. You know, she brought me back there, and he was looking around. He didn't see me. He was looking around, and she opened up the window or whatever. I stuck my hand in there, and as soon as I stuck my hand up in there, his head just laid down in my hand, like he was relieved, like he was so relieved to see me. And you know, I rubbed him, you know, talking to him like I always do. And took my hand out, she closed the window, and he laid his head back down. And I went out, and we were starting to prepare, you know, for payment and all like that. And all of a sudden she came back rushing in and said that he had stopped breathing. And her and her team was doing everything, you know, they can to bring him back. So she ran back there and they started, and I'm on the phone, you know, crying, whatever. And I told her that he wanted to see me before he, you know, he wanted to see me before he wanted to see me before he took his final nap. And when I said that, that's when she came back in and said that they couldn't bring him back. She asked me, do you want my team to stop, you know, trying to, you know, bring him back? I said yes. The fact that he waited, to see me one last time, he was so strong for that. He could have left me at any time, but he waited. He waited until he saw me. That's something they gotta do. He was so strong. He been through two surgeries. The first one was he had like some stones, kidney stone. I don't know some type of stones. It was crazy. They removed him the first time, and they came back again. They came back again after they removed him some months later. But this time they found out what it was, so he had to get neutered because his testosterone was the reason why they kept coming back. So he had to get neutered. But one thing I noticed is while he was there, they said he was howling the whole time because I wasn't there. The whole time he was there. I don't even think he slept. They said they don't even think he slept. He was howling the whole time because I wasn't there. And I said I would never leave him again if he's ever in the hospital, and I didn't. I stayed there the whole time in that small room. After he passed, they brought him out on a pillow. He was covered up, and then put him on the table. They put him on the table. I pulled the blanket down a little bit, and I told him, thank you for all the joy you brought into my life, and that I was so proud of him for being so strong. That I was so proud of him, and I kissed him. And so thank you for being one of the best dogs I ever had. And knocked on the door and they took him away. And that's why the title says I don't think I can. I know a lot of people said, it's for right now, but having a pet and then they go away like that. I watched 2 of my pets pass away. 2. If y'all been around, Lala, that was a guinea pig that I had. Amazing. She was crazy about me. I talked to her like she was like a dog or something. You have a guinea pig, that little screech that they have is a high pitched screech. It's so high, and every time I come into the room and I call her name, she would go crazy with that screech. And she used to be in the room with me back home before we moved to Texas. Be in the room with me while I was recording. I scream, she would go crazy with that scream, that screech. And one day she stopped eating, and took her to the vet. They can't do much. They just said, try to keep feeding her. Make sure she gets water. We did all that. And I noticed one day I walked into the room, cause when you look over at the cage, you can see them, running around, you just see their back or whatever. So I looked over at the cage, I didn't see her. I didn't see her back because I thought she got out. I went over there, she was laying on her side, so flat. I've never seen anything like that before. She was so flat. And I took her in the room, just me and her, held her in my hand, and she tried her best to play, but she couldn't. And I watched her take her last breath, and I put her in one of my shirts, and we buried her in the backyard. And the second pet was a pit. I think this was my fault because I wasn't watching the news at the time, and there was a callback, a recall on some dog food, a lot of dog food. It wasn't just one brand, it was like multiple ones. And in one of the bags that I got was one of the ones that was on recall, and the dog ate it, got sick, didn't want to eat, wasn't drinking water, and I didn't have money to take him to the vet. And one day I was at the at the computer, I saw something moving at the corner of my eye, and it was him fighting for his life. And that was the most horrible thing I've ever seen in my life, seeing a little puppy fight for his life. And I never want to see that again. I never want to see that again. I'm not going to even go into details. But seeing one of your pets go through something like that is something I don't want to see again. I don't ever want to see that again. And that's why I say, I don't know if I'm going to give me another pet. Gunner was 7 years old. And I can't say he was the best pet, you know. He was one of the best, you know what I'm saying? All my pets was amazing, but his personality is what took him. His personality is the best, you know, out of all of them. He was overprotective, energy like crazy. Oh my gosh, his energy was so crazy, and he loved me to death. He loved me to death, man. We're entering the house. He'll shoot through everybody and come straight to me. Everybody got a pet, know what I'm talking about, man. Having a pet is, sometimes a pet will be there for you when your family's not even there for you. You know what I'm saying? When you're going through something, that pet will always be there for you. I don't care if it's a parrot, cat, dog, whatever it may be. You having a tough time, and that pet will lift you. I can't explain it. There have been days, I even posted a picture. I posted a picture that I was going through something, and he came up in there. He sat down. He sat at the door, just looking at me. And so I called him on the bed, and I gave him a hug, and it's like he absorbed everything out of me that I was feeling that day. He absorbed everything, and he went on about his day, going to check on everybody else in the house. I remember he used to do that. So as soon as we let him out of his room, he'll come up there, check on me, like, "Hey, you good? All right, I'm going." Every day, every time we let him out of his room, come up in there in my bedroom, check on me. "Hey, you good? Okay. See if I'm there. All right, I'm out." Imagine him doing that every single day. Every single day he would do that. He would check on me. I am not even kidding. He would come up in there. We would let him out his room. He would check on me every single day. Full speed. "All right, you good? Anything? All right, I'm out." He going to check on everybody else. People who have pets know why I'm like, crying, bro. You can take the toughest, man. Say like Mike Tyson, bro. One of the toughest dudes out there, bro. Give him a pet parrot. Give him a pet parrot, bro. And if they have that bond, and let something happen to that parrot, that's crazy putting him with a parrot, though. I could have said a pit bull. But put him with a parrot, and let something happen to that parrot. If they had that bond, bro, it will get to him. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Anybody with a pet that have that bond, bro, that have them since a puppy until their last days, it's something, bro. They're gonna send me his paw prints, and that's a baby gone, bro. My boy gone. Anybody that made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for sitting here and watching me cry and talk about my boy. But yeah, thank you everybody that usually asks for Gunner in the streams. Everybody that love Gunner, thank you for loving him. I don't know how to end this video, to be honest. Just by saying, I don't know, Connor, man. Thank you again. Thank you again. Thank you for everything, my boy. I love you, man. After all that, bruh. I'm sorry. Guys, he's playing with a bead. He's playing with a bead. He's playing with this. A little bead that you put on your hair. When it gets stuck in his teeth, you just shake it out. What's this? Between his teeth and his jaws, excuse me. I think you lost it. No, he didn't. Yes, he did. You lost it. Huh? You lost it. Which one am I going? Which one am I gonna get? You can't have both of them, brothers. Oh, I got this one. Oh, I got this one. Yeah, I got that one. Now I'm gonna get this one. Oh. I'm gonna get this one. Oh. I'm gonna get this one. Oh. I gotta get this one. I'm gonna get this. Are you done now? this cup.
The cup wins.
You want some?
Yeah. Are you coming back for more?
You know.